Hello Libra, and welcome to your reading. Libra, I want to ask you to remember that these readings are generalized, so take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, because that will resonate with someone else who's watching this reading. And if you could remember to have a look at your sun sign, your moon sign, and your ascendant sign, because by doing that you get a much fuller picture of the energies that you are working with. Okay, so we're just going to get your cards for you. And I also want to remind you that I have a new channel that is to do with love and matters of the heart. The divine has a lot to say to you today, Libra. So let's see what has come up for you. We might just get one more card. All right. Oh no, there's 6 there already. Right. Okay, let's have a look to see what is this message all about. Those oracle cards were flying for you. So Libra, there are some choices that I see you making at the moment, but right now there is some important issues that we need to talk about, because Libra, some of you are in that energy where you are starting to exit some situations to go somewhere more peaceful. There is this energy that is here that is asking you to just be in that mode of looking at your life and see where this energy is starting to play out. Because for everyone watching this reading, this energy is playing out in different ways. Now, when we look at the 6 of Swords, the swords really operate in your mental plane. So right now in your mind, you are thinking about leaving. You are thinking about just what it is that you need to do next. You haven't actually started packing yet. You are still in your mind thinking about a situation that you feel really has expired. You know, you feel like this situation is not going anywhere. And this energy about leaving a situation is repeated with our 8 of Cups. So we saw you thinking about that exit, because the swords operate on the mental plane. So right now you are thinking, you are planning, you're strategizing, you're really making sure that the next moves that you're making are the right moves. Because you are in that mode of, I don't want to make any mistakes. Because if I make mistakes, there's no coming back. I don't want to hurt anyone. Am I making the right choices? Some of you maybe have kids and you can't just be in that energy of packing your bags and leaving your situation. You really have to consider everyone. So I really see you thinking, considering everyone, and then you're taking action. So in your mind, you have already exited this situation. And again, that feeling of leaving something behind is being repeated in the 8 of Cups. So now we're seeing you emotionally exiting a situation because you are thinking that there is something better out there. There has to be. In your mind, you are believing this. In your soul, in your heart, you are really believing this, and you are not only taking action in your mind, exiting a situation, also emotionally you are doing the same thing. You are thinking and you're planning, and there has to be that brighter future that is ahead of you, and this bright future is what is inspiring you to take this leap of faith, to make this move that is here. So the next card that we have sees you with options. When I see people leaving situations and I see the 7 of Cups, I'm really happy. Why am I happy? Because sometimes people leave situations, but there are no options there. And it's just that, you know what? This situation is done. I don't care where I'm going, but I'm going anyway. But for you, that's not the case. You actually have a lot of options that are on the cards for you. So as you're exiting a situation, you are beforehand thinking, planning which option is the best for me. So you're really here being invited by the divine to be in the mode of not rushing anything. The 7 of Cups is a wonderful energy because not only does it bring options, it brings the energy of really victory after carefully strategizing your next move. So being careful about the moves that you're making is really, really important. There are choices, there are challenges that are on the cards, but when we're seeing the 7 of Cups, there is also victory that is on the cards if you take that moment to think carefully about what it is that you're doing, to really think carefully about all the options that are here for you, because some of these options are going to see you climbing that ladder, are going to lead to a better future. But some of these options are not so good. So whatever options that are being presented to you, really look at what is going on. Let's say maybe you are leaving your home and you're buying a new home, for instance. You're really making sure that this home that you're choosing is going to be the perfect home. If you're leaving your job behind and you have other job offers out there, this is awesome, but make sure you're reading the small print. Make sure you're asking the questions. Do not be afraid to ask the questions, because you are making an important choice. And so you have to have all the information that you need so that you're making the right choice to climb that ladder. Okay, so there are many choices, and you could just be in that energy of analysis paralysis. Shall I do this? Shall I do that? There is that sort of energy that is here. But whatever is happening, you have wonderful options that are going to be presenting themselves. So do not be in a hurry. Think about it. We saw you thinking about it in the swords, in the Six of Swords. We saw you taking action, which is awesome. And we also saw you really analyzing all the options that are available for you. You're reading the small print and you're really making sure that you're diligent about what it is that you're doing. Libra, this is really important. Hence, I'm emphasizing this message for you. So the next card, which is going to be our oracle cards. So our oracle cards again are telling you that it is time to start over. And we see you here, Six of Swords, you're starting over. We're seeing you here, Eight of Cups, starting over. So there's a new beginning that is on the cards. Whichever way these energies are playing out, this is good, because remember, you have options. So you've got nothing to worry about. All it is about accepting that this is a new phase that is starting in your life. And this is that energy where you are welcoming that phase, you're embracing that phase, and you're not feeling afraid. This is really good because you have options that are here. Why did I say feeling afraid? Because sometimes when we are looking at the energies of the Seven of Cups, there could be that energy where you are just looking at the offers that are here, and some of these offers appear to be good. And you're rushing and choosing the one that appears to be good when there could have been a better situation for you. So again, we spoke about looking at the small print, asking the important questions that you need to ask, because there could be that self-sabotaging behavior that is also here. Why self-sabotaging behavior? Because you could be in that mode where you just think, wow, that looks really good. You just go, you choose, because you can't be bothered to read the small print. You're too afraid to ask the important questions. So the divine is saying, hey, you have a good thing that is here. Do not be afraid of asking the important questions, because you could think, oh no, the company that I'm going to go work for, if I start asking about this and that, they might feel that I'm not the right person. No, ask the important questions. Read the small print. If you're not the person who usually reads the small print, now is not the time to not be deep in the detail. Right now, the devil is in the detail, and it is your job to really dive in and to make sure that you are choosing the right option for you. So again, there could be that behavior where you're too afraid to ask the hard questions. Ask those hard questions. Read that small print. Ask again. Ask and ask again, because it's important for where you are going. All right. So the next card we have, I really love the next cards, because right now, as you're making the choices, as you're exiting some situations, you are just encouraged to be in that mode where you are really focusing on yourself, where you're going. So there is this energy where you're closed for spiritual maintenance, because you are on the journey. This could be that journey through the dark hour of the soul that's going to lead to something really good. So you're being closed for spiritual maintenance so that you can focus on what is the right thing for you to do. And not only that, this closed for spiritual maintenance card could also be indicating that you need to be aware of the people that are around you. Okay, and Some people could be discouraging you about exiting a situation, asking you, you've got a good thing going. Why would you want to throw everything away? But if you're feeling that this is the right time for you to take action, and already you are in that energy of, I can't stay in this situation any longer. We have our card that is just here saying, hey, beware of the company you keep. Beware of the people you seek advice from. Beware of the people who maybe could advise you in a way that is disempowering because they have your best interest at heart. But because they are worried about you, they make choices that don't lead to something that is better for you. They put you in a box because they want safety for you. But being in a box right now is not the right thing to do. This is all about getting out of that comfort zone. This is all about getting out that box and going and starting something fresh. So why is it the perfect time? Because the divine wants you to know that the stars are aligning for your next move. And this is why in the depth of your soul, you already been struggling and fighting, because deep down you already know that it is time to make this move. But sometimes when we know that it is time to make the move, it doesn't make sense. And so we question, we get afraid, and the divine is wanting you to know that there's nothing to be afraid of. The stars have been aligning for this move. And this is why we saw these cards twice about you making that move. So do not be in that energy of being afraid. Instead, trust that things are going to unfold in beautiful ways for you. Really tap into your intuition, because your intuition is going to be guiding you along the way. And not only are the stars aligning for you, I'm seeing that some of you have really been manifesting, you've been praying, you've been wishing, you've been doing all that, because we have our Make-A-Wish card. Wrong card. We have our Make-A-Wish card. And so we have that energy that is here, that is asking you to really be focused on what it is that is coming up for you, your next chapter, the new era of your life. So you're making your wishes, you're not being discouraged, because you're going to see that there's lots of options and opportunities that are going to start unfolding for you. So we have the Make-A-Wish card, and the 1111 is the card that is saying that you're going to start seeing synchronicities happening. Why? Because remember, the stars are aligning for you. Things are going to start unfolding for you because you have been brave enough to leave behind situations. You have been brave enough to really embrace this new chapter that is starting to unfold. So you could see that you're seeing this number all the time. You're seeing repeating numbers constantly. And that's that nudge. That's that thumbs up from the universe to say, yes, you are on the right path. Keep going. Don't get afraid now. Keep going. And more, the stars will start aligning for you. You see more and more synchronicities, and you make more wishes as you're traveling on this new path that is going to be unfolding in beautiful ways, because the stars are aligning and you are making wishes, and synchronicities are going to be guiding you on the way. So Libra, this is the reading that I have for you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll see you soon. It's a goodbye.